This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on deep.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Throws to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Winston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
From this spot on the field, that will be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try. He's got it. 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it.
Ernie on the Jets. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive movements.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Here's the handoff. He's loose. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down the open field. What a big game for the offense.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Makes him talk to the hand. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. And no signal from the officials, but not much push from the offensive line, and I don't think he reached the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Oh, they're after him. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's running free down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense? Back to the house.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Kept it. He's past the marker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Owens. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Baxter. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Blasted as he lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Baxter. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 28 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hill. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll keep it himself. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. That's reeled in. It's Green. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Owens. Now improvising. He's going to fire to the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the option. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mitchell. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man. It's Wingo. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Owens. He's got the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Winston. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the Zipness Jr. put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion.
Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on second down. On the run, it's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Holds it in, the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able.
Lots of room to run. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. To throw, it's Owens. Throwing right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap one.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They want that clock to run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Davison. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws.
And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back on the option, the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shock.